Okay, so we are continuing with the chapter we started yesterday. It's called Tourism and History. So yesterday in the class, we were discussing about the past, the history of tourism, the cultural importance, as well as the economic importance, how it has affected the economy of different nations. Because in COVID times, tourism is one industry which is facing a lot of loss, right? And 2 3 students have also submitted the homework, which was report writing. I would request all of you, make sure you're following the format of report writing. We have done it in class. Go back to your notes, follow the proper format, and then write the answers, okay? And make sure you're also involving or including interviews from different people. That's a very important part of report writing. Otherwise क्या होता है, if reporters themselves are writing a piece, तो लगेगा कि अरे इनकी बात हम क्यों माने. So you have to include statements from police officers or people in charge or the local people, so that it is more believable. It is more it's better in quality, right? It has some credibility. Yeah, Chandan has also submitted. I'm yet to read that. I'll read it. All right, we'll start the class with a small activity. Now, these are all SEL activities, right? Social emotional learning ke liye hota hai, so that you get in touch with yourself. Now, one important part of getting in touch with yourself is just to appreciate the good things that you do in life. Okay, so right now I would like all of you to write in the chat box, what is your favorite thing about yourself. Can be more than one thing also, that's okay. But please write in the chat box, what are the things about yourself that you really like. It can be a physical thing, so it can be your height, it can be your muscles, or it can be some skill of yours, how fast you can run, how well you can draw, how good you're in studies. It can be about a hobby that you have that you're very good at. Okay, so what is your favorite thing about yourself? Start writing in the chat box. Take some time, you can think, but don't feel shy कि अरे ये लिखेंगे तो
Teacher, explain again na. I just don't understand.
whatever is, like, you all often appreciate your friends saying कि oh, I really like this about you. Right now you have to do the same for yourself. अपने बारे में क्या है फेवरेट चीज, वो लिख के बताना है. Okay, thank you Nikita and Udita for starting us off. Nikita says photographs. So the photos that you click or the photos of yourself, which one is your favorite? Udita says drawing skills, cooking, rangoli making. Oh yeah, I have seen Udita's rangoli. It was really nice. She sent me a picture during Diwali.
Thank you, teacher.
You're most welcome. Chandan says, I do not give up. So I like my attitude. Very good. Yeah, I like that about you too. I know you have a lot to fight for, a lot to struggle. And yeah, you never give up. Good. Harsh Dubey says, photos that I edit. Lovely. I would love to see some of them if possible. Bhumika says, my look and my attitude. Very nice. Others, what are your favorite things about yourself? Attitude and cute face. Very cute. Okay. Dancing skills, being friendly with everyone. That's a very important skill, right? Being friendly with everyone, making people feel comfortable. Simple life. Yes. Amazing. Others, there are 22 participants on this call. Quickly, everyone, whatever. It can be one thing also. One thing that you really like about yourself. Gopal says making people laugh. Okay, that's an amazing skill. Smriti says simple life. Shubham Patil says I don't have anything. What are you saying? हर किसी का कुछ ना कुछ फेवरेट होता ही है अपने बारे में. घमंड नहीं है. Down to earth. Right. Anything that you even love bhi nahi, even if you just like it about yourself, you can mention it. Okay, Shreya says cooking, photographs, drawing, dancing skills. Amazing. all-rounder. Vaishnavi says photography. Priyanka says sleeping. That is also a skill. You know, even I have this skill. I can sleep whenever I want. Harsh Gupta says attitude towards life. Okay. Teasing other people. Football. That's an amazing skill. Yeah. Who has not answered? Let's see. Akash, you have not answered. Anand, I'm not sure if you have answered or not. Anil, come on, guys. Everyone should be answering. Ganesh, I haven't heard from you. Hardik, Kaushik, Vedant. Okay, Ganesh says cricket. Anil says understanding things, situations, relationship between two different things. Wow, that's a useful skill. You will need it
It's
throughout
a
your life, right? Yes, Chandan.
it is Anil.
Yeah, Anil has written. Who else? Vedant, come on quickly. I'm waiting for everyone to send a reply, no? Vedant, Akash, Kaushik. Don't say like that. I'm sure there is something that you like about yourself. Sincere life. Okay. Thank you, Hardik. Cleanliness. Good. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm going to move ahead. But those who haven't answered, make sure at least you're thinking about this, even if you're not typing it down. Fighting. What a skill, huh? Life-saving skill Vedanta's got. All right, moving on. So today we are going to start with the topic types of tourism. I hope you have your books open in front of you. So you can open up page number 53. But before we start reading from the textbook, can you just tell me what are a few types of tourism you can think of?
Sports tourism,
Sports tourism is there, yes. Religious tourism, thank you, Shubham. Agro-tourism, yeah. So basically,
historical tourism,
historical tourism also, yes. Thank you, Nikita. Domestic, international, yes, all of these things are there. So basically, remember how we were discussing yesterday the different reasons for tourism, why did people began traveling from here to there, and you gave a lot of reasons on the Padlet link. So those reasons can only be classified into different broad categories, and we'll call them the types of tourism. The reason behind traveling. So for example, Bhumika said sports tourism. So people who are playing for a certain team, they have to go for a certain tournament. That's why they have to travel from one place to another. So that comes under sports tourism. So the reason behind traveling, that will be classified as the tourism. All right. What I want you all to do is take the next 10 minutes, read about all the different types of tourism on pages 53, 54 and 55. Okay, there are about 7 or 8 types of tourisms. Just go through it. I'm not sure about the number. Read about those types of tourism. Take 10 minutes to do this. And meanwhile, while you are reading, you can also clear your doubts if you have any. All right, 10 minutes to read the different types of tourism. Your time starts now. We are coming back at 10:54. Anil, I saw your message. For now, what you can do is I will show the textbook on the screen. You can read from here. Just let me know when to do आगे पीछे ऊपर नीचे.
Teacher, what is that AWE?
Where is that? AWE? Oh, awe-inspiring. So awe means when, like you say, awesome means something which makes you really happy or surprised. That's
Yes.
awe.
Okay.
Aviation means flying. So all the different flying. So different flights and there are commercial flights, domestic flights, international flights. So वो plane services, flight services के वजह से the world has become much closer. It's 10:14. It's 10:50. We have 4 minutes left. So as you are done reading, please let me know in the chat box. We still have 4 minutes left. Anil, I'm not going to go ahead, but if you want, you can definitely go ahead and read ahead what's in the chapter. But I'm going to wait till 10:54 till everyone is finished reading. Yeah, sorry, Anil, I forgot that you were reading from the screen. Okay, students, you have 1 minute left. If you need more time, please let me know. All right, Akanksha is done. Thank you. Others, if you need more time, do let me know. Okay, I'm adding a little bit more time then. 1 more minute. Take 1 more minute. We will come back at 10:55. Okay, in the participant list, there is someone called Heart K Heart. Is that Kashak? Can you please rename yourself? Because I need to take screenshots now for the attendance. Great, it's 10:55. Let's all come back to the class now. Yes, all of you have read the different types of tourisms. I think it's fairly easy. So the kind of questions you can expect from this topic is just writing short notes. Or there is one 3-mark question that often comes to write about explain different types of tourisms. Now in 3 marks question, because you have to explain also, take about 3 types of tourism and then explain them in 2 points. So 6 points for the 3-mark question is good enough, right? So these kind of questions you can expect in the exam. What we'll do right now is a small activity. Okay, imagine, so what I'll do is I'll give you a description. So you have to imagine that you are that person. There will be a description of a person. Imagine that you are that person, and some details will be given of your situation. So you have to tell me what kind of a tourism are you likely to take then. Okay, based on the situation that's given or based on the description that's given, you have to tell me which kind of tourism are you more likely to go on. Okay, all of you will be writing the answer, whatever tourism it is, in the chat box, and you can take help from your textbooks if you want. Okay, these are fairly easy ways, but you can take help from your textbook. So the first one says, the situation is on the screen. You have to imagine you're this person. Can I have one of you read it out loud? Meanwhile, others can start answering. Akanksha, please read this, whatever is given on the screen.
You are a 46-year-old banker living in Mumbai. You do not have the time to go on long trips. You also do not want to inconvenience of going to a place where the language is unknown to you.
Yeah, thank you, Akanksha. So you don't want the inconvenience of going to a place जहाँ का language ही नहीं पता. तो किसी ऐसे जगह पे जाना है जहाँ language पता हो आपको, right? And it should be a short distance also because you are a busy banker. So what kind of a tourism will you go on? Which category? Oh, okay, great. I can already see answers pouring in. Priyanka says local and interstate. Chandan also says local and interstate. Everyone, there are 27 students on this call right now. I want each and everyone to answer. Local and interstate. Great. Now, if you look on the screen, I'm going to put up the answer also. Yes, good job, everyone. You got the answer right. It is local and interstate tourism. So the person doesn't have to think about going a really long distance. वो country के अंदर ही जा सकता है. Or even within the state also the person can travel. Right, and they don't have to worry about changing currency, or they don't have to worry about learning a new language. So it's all okay. Great, good job everyone. I hope you understand how the activity is going to be like. Okay, ऐसे you will get descriptions and you'll have to answer which type of tourism. Ready for the second scenario, everyone? Right. Can I have Anand, can you read out this scenario?
You are a painter, but you are also interested in history. You like going to places which are rich historical background.
Thank you, Anand. Others, start typing the answers. Okay, thank you, Vaishnavi, Priyanka, Chandan. I can see the answers. Historical tourism. This is pretty straightforward, right? Still, I'm going to wait for each and every one out of the 27 students. Everyone should be replying. All right, great. K, you have still not renamed yourself. I'm assuming you're Kashak. Kashak, please rename yourself. And also, I'm really glad to see you in class. All right, everyone. Thank you. Yes, it is historical tourism. The answer is also on the screen. Great, great, great. Thank you. Okay, Ganesh and Gopal have also sent the answers. Thank you. Yeah, see, my guess was right. That is Kashak. All right. Moving on to the third scenario. Okay, this time I want Gopal to read out the scenario. Okay, the scene is on the screen. Gopal, read.
You are a famous fiction writer. Your latest book, Gone to Gangtok, has become a bestseller. Now you have been invited to Jaipur Literary Fest.
Thank you so much, Gopal. Yeah. So you're this famous writer whose latest book has become a bestseller, and you are now being invited to Jaipur Literary Festival. So which kind of a tourism will you take? All right, Vaishnavi is on fire today. एकदम सबसे पहले reply आ रहा है. Great, great. Tourism based on special events. Others are also writing. Nikita, Atharv, Chandan, Bhumika, Priyanka, Harsh, Shreya. Thank you, thank you. Keep on sending your replies. Tourism based on special events, right? Great. I hope each and every person has replied. Yes, the correct answer is tourism based on special events. Good job, everyone. We still have 3 more scenarios to go. So total 6 cases. Okay. The 4th one is on the screen. Let's have Shreya, please read this out.
You are a 43-year-old woman named Saiba. You live in Bangladesh. Your 76-year-old father is and needs
Oh,
to
really
have
sick hoga, sorry.
really sick and needs to have a heart surgery. You don't trust the medical technology in your country, but you have heard that Indian hospitals have good standard of treatment and are affordable.
Thank you so much, Shreya. Yeah, so the person doesn't see that there is much of a scope in their own country for the treatment. So they want to come to India for the treatment because India has a good standard of treatment, अच्छे hospitals hai, अच्छे doctors hai, and it's also affordable. I won't say completely cheap because for a person coming from Bangladesh, it won't be cheap, but it is affordable, reasonable. And while Shreya was reading, I could already see answers pouring in. Chandan being the first one this time. Yeah, health tourism, exactly right. So India is offering a lot of affordable, cheap medical treatments, which is why people from all over the world often travel to India for those treatments. Good job, everyone. Yes, health tourism is correct. The answer is also on the screen. All right, moving on to the 5th one, but let me tell you who is going to read first. Bhumika, please mute yourself now. Shubham Patil, please read the next scene out. Okay, Shubham Patil, you're going to read the next one. Scene number 5. Patil, are you there? Before you're reading, only answers are coming in. Okay, I'll only read. Your sister has been selected for the National Tennis Championship. She and her team have to go to New Delhi for the finals. Yeah. Answers are pouring in. It's quite straightforward. Yeah, they have been selected for a certain team. They have to go and play for the sports event. So it is sports tourism. Good job, everyone. Yeah, I can see almost everyone has replied. Still a lot of students are left. So you guys make sure you are typing in. Even if you see that others are giving the same answer, humko likh ke kya fayda? Don't think that way. You send your answer. Great. And the answers are still coming in. I'll wait. Okay, great. And the last case, who wants to read this? Any volunteers?
Chai.
All right, Atharv, next one is for you. So yeah, the 5th one is sports tourism. And the last scenario, please read.
You are well-to-do farmer from Punjab. All your farms are given superior yet. You are recently heard that Ersel Agro Research Center has developed a new machines which save you a lot of money during harvest season. You want to go and check it out.
Thank you so much, Atharv. Yeah, the answers are also coming in. Atharv, you can also type in the answer in the chat box. Yeah, so all you are a well-to-do farmer from Punjab. बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है आपका काम. And your farms are giving superior yield. बहुत अच्छा yield भी yield as in the produce that is coming from your farm. That's quite good in quality. But you have heard in Israel there is an agro research center and they have developed new machines through which you can save time. So yeah, you have, if you're traveling for agriculture, then all your answers are correct. It is agro-tourism or agri-tourism also you can call it. Okay, so agro and agri both are right. In your textbook also it's given. So agro-tourism is the answer. Good job, everyone. Give yourself a pat on the back. You have aced this activity. Good job. All right, moving on. We do have some time. Okay, we'll do this one also. So right now you have to, you will be working on your own. Okay, think of this as an independent practice. In your own notebooks, you are going to write short notes on international tourism and geographic tourism. You can take 5 minutes for each. So you have 10 minutes total in your notebooks. You can take help from your book and you will write a short note on this. Okay, the notes should be in points, obviously, and you can take 10 minutes for this. Sakshi, can you repeat the instructions?
Teacher,
Yes, Chandan?
how many points?
2 minimum. Actually, more than 2. How many ever points are in the book, you can write all those points. Yeah, Sakshi, can you repeat the instructions? What are we supposed to do right now?
We have to write short note on international tourism and geographical tourism.
Where will you be writing? Thank you. And how much time do you have?
10 minutes.
10 minutes total. All right, everyone, get started. I'm right here. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. But right now, I'm going to mute myself. All right, students, we still have about 5 minutes left. If you're done before that, do let me know. But we do have 5 minutes left. I hope you have completed at least one answer till now. About 1 minute is left. Can you guys please let me know once you're finished, or if you need more time? Please let me know, whatever the case is. All right, Chandan and Anand have completed. Gopal has also completed. Thank you. So we are 1 minute over time. I guess I'll give you 1 minute more. Let's wrap up by 11:20. And then I would love to hear from at least one person for each answer. No, you have to unmute and answer this one. Don't type this answer in the chat box. It will be too long. All right, Debbie has also done. Great. So the time on the clock is 11:20 right now. Those of you who are finishing up, do finish up, finish your answers. That's okay. Meanwhile, those who have completed already, if you want to unmute and answer the questions, that's great. So first, let's start with international tourism. Who's going to answer that?
I can answer.
Yeah, Athar, you can go ahead. But tell me point wise, okay? Point number 1, this. Point number 2, this. ऐसे करके बोलना.
International tourism, first point. It become easier to travel because of availability of numbers of options of railway, marine, and air transport.
Hmm.
Second point, people travel because for studies, relaxation, sightseeing, and professional assessment. Also for shooting films. And third point, for international tourism, people travel to India has increased.
All right. Do mention why it has increased. So because of economic liberalization policy, it has the tourism has increased. अब economic liberalization में क्या है? The government of India, they have decided कि जो भी लोग बाहर से आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं for whatever purpose, business के लिए, trade के लिए, उनके rules and regulations में थोड़ा छूट देंगे. ठीक है. So the rules and regulations are not so strict anymore. उसको थोड़ा relax कर दिया गया था. Which is why people started participating more in the Indian trade. बाहर से foreign countries से लोग ज़्यादा आने लगे. So business and trade automatically grew. Because of that, traveling भी बढ़ गया. So economic liberalization के वजह से the people started traveling a lot more back and forth from India. Okay, thank you so much, Athar, for that. Very neatly done in points. Good job. Next one was, what was the other one? Geographic tourism. So who wants to read the answer for that?
Teacher, I.
Yes, go ahead, Debbie.
Visiting places to observe special features of a
Point number wise, okay?
Yes, of a region is the main objective of that of geographical tourism. First point. Second point, it is includes visiting like beaches, valleys, lakes, etc.
All right. And then to enhance this answer, इसको और better कैसे बना सकते हैं, Debbie? By giving some examples also. Okay, so whatever examples come to your mind, or if you want to use examples from the textbook, do mention them.
Okay.
Yeah, so in your textbook, you can see examples of Valley of Flowers. There is some crater lake at Lonar. You can give all these examples. Anyone else, if you want to add something to these answers or some special point that you've written by yourself, I'll give you 10 seconds. If you want to share, you can unmute and tell me if there is something extra you have written. Yes, Kaushik?
Okay, I am write a special. International tourism refer to tourism that crossing international border.
Okay, yeah, that can be the perfect first line, right? If you're traveling internationally outside of your country, so that you can start your short note with that line, and then you can give the details of why it has become easy and everything. Great. All right, I think if you have doubts, do let me know, but I don't think there are, so I'm going to move ahead. right? The second thing we are going to do in class today. So till now we have just been discussing about the types of tourism. Now the last topic for today's class is development of tourism, right? We have already established that tourism is very important. Economy को बहुत फायदा होता है उसके वजह से, लोगों को बहुत फायदा होता है उसके वजह से. So it's a two-way road. Everyone is benefiting from tourism. And there are various reasons behind that. किसी को health के लिए travel करना है, someone wants to travel for agricultural purpose, for business, for relaxation. All these things are included. Right? So now clearly tourism is very important. So how can we develop it even more? Okay, whatever exists is already there, but how can we improve it? How can we develop it? That is what we are going to discuss. So the crucial issue, what it says on the screen, the crucial issue in the development of tourism is providing proper guidance to national and international tourists about various aspects of the actual travel. तो कहाँ जाना है, कैसे जाना है, वहां जाके क्या देखने को मिलेगा, what is that thing you're looking at? Okay, all these details should be properly provided to the tourists. Then proper social conduct should be there during the tour, which means how should you behave with the tourists? How should the locals behave with the tourists? How should the tourists behave with the locals? Both ways, right? So social conduct kaisa rahega? And keeping the place clean, not destroying anything over there, ye sab hoga. And then during their stay, there should be a proper social conduct during the stay also. So unke rehne mein koi problem nahi hona chahiye. There should be proper facilities for staying, for eating, cleanliness should be there. All these things, if we focus on all these topics, all these points, then I think we can develop the tourism a lot. Right. So what are these things exactly? What are these points that we should be working on? Before we discuss that, I think you guys can only tell me what are these problems that different tourists can face. Right. Development kaise hoga? Whatever the existing problems are, if we try to work on them, if we try to improve them, to hi development ho jayega. So let's discuss first about what are the existing problems. All of you have also been on a vacation or somewhere at some point of your life. Kabhi na kabhi gaye hoge. Even if you have gone to Marine Drive or Gateway of India, that is also a type of a traveling only. Okay. So what I want you all to answer is, what are the worst experiences that you have had on vacations? Can be anything. But kabhi kahi ghumne gaye ho, chutti pe gaye ho, and what is the worst kind of an experience that you faced there? Okay. If you want to unmute an answer, you can tell me, or you can type in the chat box. You can unmute and answer as well if you choose. Okay. Question is, what are the worst experiences you have had on vacations? Right. I can see Chandan is writing proper behavior and language. So yeah, maybe people are not behaving properly. Badtameezi kar rahe log. The language was unclear. So maybe if you have gone to a different state, very far away from yours, तो वो language समझने में problem हुआ. Then some taxis and rickshaws looting us. Yeah, right. वहाँ पे जाके तुम यहाँ से तो पहुँच गए ट्रेन या फ्लाइट से या कैसे भी बस से. But once you reach that place, how are you supposed to travel if the local rickshaws and taxis are charging you like anything? कुछ भी पैसा मांगने लगते हैं वो लोग. So it's very difficult at those times. Priyanka says proper facilities like clean washrooms on tourism route. Definitely, right? If you are taking a long route through train or through bus, then it's very difficult to find a proper restroom, a proper washroom. And it's more difficult for women, right? Men, they will just stand on the road and pee if they want. But women can't do that. So it's really important that we have clean and good, well-built washrooms. Gopal says by taking, it's continuing with that. Yeah, they're taking more fare and thus looting us. Sakshi says cleanliness, very important. So wherever you're eating, wherever you're staying, it should be clean, especially during COVID, right? Chandan says dirty bathrooms, not proper behavior, extra money for big tip. Yeah. Proper facilities for handicapped people. That's a very good point, Priyanka. We automatically assume that everyone is going to be fine. हर किसी के हाथ पैर और सब कुछ ठीक है. But there should be provisions for the handicapped people also. That's a big thing. Anil says understanding the area, like where is market, good shops, hospitals, bathroom, exactly, bathroom facilities. So knowing, getting to know more about the area. There should be someone to guide the tourists. Again, shopkeepers looting us, yeah. So people charging so much more money कि आप कुछ खरीद ही नहीं सकते. Any more points you want to discuss? Please keep on sending in the chat box. Abusing people as they do not know the language, yeah. I remember this happened with our family once. We were waiting in line. It was some religious place, say Mansa Devi or something in Haridwar. And there was this group of people. They were from some state in South India. And उनके साथ हमारा थोड़ा झगड़ा हो गया था कि आगे पीछे लाइन में लगने को लेके. And then they just started abusing us in their native language. And we couldn't understand anything. Yeah, cleanliness, proper guide, language. All of these are barriers, right? All of these are problems that tourists face. See, you have only faced all these problems. Other tourists are also facing them. So if we can just try to improve these things. So if language is a problem, let's think of a solution that can be provided. Okay, ज़्यादा ज़्यादा अगर tour guides हो जिनको अलग-अलग languages आते हों, or maybe there can be some books or pamphlets in which you can read in different languages. So you will be able to understand इस area में क्या-क्या है. Then for cleanliness, maybe provide more washrooms, better hotels. वहाँ पे अच्छे से staff रखो ताकि साफ सफाई होता रहे. Proper restaurants should be there. Right, more provisions for handicapped people. Chandan says taking advantage for asking for food, making their own profit for bad food. Okay. Yeah, so all these problems, if I list together, if I combine them together, then and based on what's given in your textbook also, it's very similar, right? These are common situations we deal with. So based on all these things, I've come up with this do's and don'ts list, if you can see on the screen. So how to develop tourism? These are some things we should do. So the do's are given on the left hand side, and these are some things on the right hand side that we should not do. Okay. So on the do's list, can I have Vaishnavi? Can you read the left hand side, the do's list?
Ensure safe transport and security for tourists, providing all amenities,
Amenities.
good accommodations,
Yes.
special provisions for handicapped people, providing pamphlets, history, books in different languages.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Yeah. So on the left hand side, the do's list, things that we should do to develop tourism. Ensuring safe transport and security for tourists, right? So मान लो हमने decide कर लिया कि हम महाराष्ट्र के किसी छोटे से गांव में जाने वाले हैं, but what if there is not enough transport routes for that? ना कोई बस जाती है वहां पे, मे बी 2 दिन में एक बार कोई बस जाती है, या फिर कोई ट्रेन्स नहीं है, तो how are we supposed to travel? And maybe the route is not safe enough. So first thing should be to ensure safe and secure transport routes. Then second, providing all amenities. So amenities में क्या क्या आ जाता है? रहना, खाना, पीना, सोना, everything comes under amenities. So all those things should be well and prim and proper. So washrooms and eating places, everything should be nice and clean. Good accommodation, रहने की जगह अच्छी होनी चाहिए. Then special provisions for handicapped people. We have discussed this already. And the last one, providing pamphlets, history books in different languages. So that language is not a barrier anymore. Okay. उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए छोटे छोटे पैम्फलेट्स में इंस्ट्रक्शन लिखा हो सकता है, इंफॉर्मेशन हो सकता है, छोटे छोटे बुक्स मिल सकते हैं जिसपे इंफॉर्मेशन होगा उस एरिया का, and that can help the tourists. And now on the right hand side you have the don'ts list. Let's have Vedant read the don'ts list. Vedant, can you unmute and read the list on the right hand side? Right. If not Vedant, then can I have Harsh Dubey?
Vandalizing heritage sites scribbling on wall, carving on trees, painting the monuments.
All right, thank you, Harsh. Um, yeah, these are based on what's given in your textbooks. So don'ts के list में things that we should not do, things that you don't do at tourism sites. First है vandalizing heritage sites. So all these different historical places that you go to visit, उनको vandalize करना मतलब उनको बिगाड़ना, खराब करना, चीजें तोड़ फोड़ देना, कुछ लिख देना उस पे, that's called vandalism. ठीक है? So don't vandalize any heritage sites. How many of you have been to a certain heritage site और वहां जाके देखा है कि दीवार पे कुछ किसी का नाम लिखा हुआ है, रवि लव्स मीतू, और ऐसे हार्ट बना के एरो मार के? I have seen it at every place.
Teacher,
Yes, Atar.
teacher, at the food that they drinks alcohol and all, and they
Yes. Good point. I have also seen beer bottles lying all around. ऐसे वो छोटे छोटे देसी दारू के bottles पड़े रहते हैं. It's unacceptable, right? At a tourist spot, at a good heritage site, historical spot, you should not be doing this. It's common sense. In our bathroom also. Yes, it's everywhere. I don't know what fun what pleasure it gives Indians, but only in India I have seen this happening. कि people are writing everywhere. लोगों को लिखने में बहुत मजा आता है. So don't vandalize heritage sites. Second point is don't scribble on the walls. ये दीवारों पे नाम लिख के आना, नाम पता. Recently, I'll tell you, very recently, and ये मतलब अभी vandalism जो है वो अभी के जमाने का हो गया है. कैसे 90s में 2000s में होता था, ऐसे दीवारों पे हार्ट बना के नाम लिख के आते थे, X loves Y ऐसे करके. Now latest scribbling, I'll tell you, I went to Lansdowne recently in the month of during Diwali, okay, and वहां पे एक ऐसा heritage site था, ऐसे एक कोई square slab था जिसपे उस जगह का information लिखा हुआ था, and some very intelligent person had scribbled their Instagram handle on that wall कि मेरे को इस पे follow करो. I was like, oh my god, what heights, what levels have these people reached? They had literally scribbled the Instagram handle on that. It was like amazing. So yeah, do not scribble on walls. Do not carve on trees. Carving is the same thing. Like पेड़ों पे भी ऐसे लोग कुछ कुछ लिख के आते, बना के आते. Don't do that. And also don't paint on the monuments. ठीक है? काफी बार ये ऐसे street painters होते हैं. They go and start painting on the monuments. That should not be done. So these are some don'ts. I'm sure. So in the discussion that we had before this, there were some more don'ts, right? Don't abuse to stranger people, to the tourists. Try to be as helpful as possible, right? These are again some do's and don'ts that you can think of on your own. So this is a list, and I think it will help you. In short, it is going to help you while you are answering how to develop tourism. Okay, at one point, Anil was asking, teacher, but who should do this? Yeah, so it's the responsibility of the tourism department. So again, that's a branch of government only. And they should be responsible for providing all these amenities, accommodations, and everything. Okay? And to make sure that there are enough security guards जो नजर रख रहे हैं कि कोई vandalism नहीं कर रहा वहाँ पे, चीजें नहीं तोड़ रहा, नाम नहीं लिख रहा, things like that. But why? किस चीज के लिए but why, Anil? Government's profit is people will go, they will take tickets for that place. तो टिकट के थ्रू पैसा आता है. If more and more tourists are coming and staying, then hotels को profit मिलता है. Hotels in turn कुछ hotels का business बढ़ेगा, तो in turn what will happen? The economy will improve.
And teacher, government get foreign currency also.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, at the end of the day, the more tourists there are, the more it will contribute to the GDP or to the economy of our country. And उसमें government का ही फायदा है अगर अपने country का economy improve होता है. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I'm going to pause for a while right now. We have completed this topic on development of tourism. If there are any more thoughts, any more doubts, anything you want to share, I'm going to pause for 10 seconds. You can share, and then we will move on to the homework. What is the homework for today? All right, 10 seconds up. I think I can move on. This is your homework. You just have to complete these two questions from your back exercises. Question number 1, A and B. These are your objective types. So very easy. Jaldi se ho jayega. And question number 3, short notes. I think you have 3 topics in that, 3 parts for that. So do write the short notes just like you completed in class. ठीक है, point wise होना चाहिए, and there should be 2-3 points. Actually, short notes come for 2 marks. So 3-4 points should be there. Take help from your books, take help from your own mind, and do complete the homework. All right. I'm going to stop sharing now. Yeah, all right. Thank you everyone for attending the class. If you have more doubts, you can stay back and clear those doubts. Otherwise, you can start dropping off. Bye-bye, everyone. Okay, Chandan says, teacher, can you tell one major thing that tourists should increase? As in me being a tourist, what should I do better? I should definitely try to be more accepting of the culture, be more respectful of whatever is happening at the local level. Like I have noticed a lot of times when foreigners come to our country, they go to local sites, and if they're not liking it, they're very disrespectful. English may, like they, some of them are idiots. They believe that okay, we are not going to understand what they're saying, but it's quite easily understood, and they start complaining about the people of India, about how everyone is behaving, how everyone is rude. Like they are also being rude. So yeah, one thing as a tourist one can do is just be respectful of the place you're at.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
But teacher, it is same with Indian also. When they go to foreign countries, they also start complaining about them.
Exactly. So it's a thing about tourists. So if you are a tourist, wherever you are going, be respectful of that place. Be, even if you're Indian, an Indian going to a foreign place or a foreigner coming to India, it should be the same thing either ways.
Bye, teacher.
All right, bye. I will send the homework on the group. Yeah. Bye, bye, Kashak.